Hello, my wonderful, wonderful Geminis. It's the Divination Duchess here, ready to do your January 2020 love reading for the collective. Okay, because this is a general reading, it will not resonate with everyone. Everyone has a different circumstance, but it should resonate with a lot of these Geminis. If it doesn't resonate, just leave it behind. For those that it does resonate for them, if it does resonate, awesome. And if it doesn't, don't try to force it. So we're going to start off with a couple of postcards from Spirit. Spirit, what do we need to know for Gemini, for love, for the month of January 2020? What do we have for Gemini for the month of January of 2020? Okay, so let's go ahead and read our first postcard here. It says, "Dearest you, there are times when loss is a part of life. Sometimes a loss is welcome, like when you leave a situation not in alignment with your highest good. Sometimes a loss is sudden and painful, like when a loved one crosses over to our dimension. Regardless of the nature of the loss and your control over it, your experience is asking to be acknowledged. Tears are necessary, as is grief, when you repress the natural expression of loss and try to move on too quickly. The unprocessed pain haunts you in destructive ways. We don't want that for you. Instead, let your heart break open wide. Feel the loss and integrate it. See the beauty that was, the lessons learned, and know that as you let go of what has passed, ever more of you remains. It gets better, we promise. Your heart expands with more compassion for the world than ever before. Love heals all. We are loving you, sending you love always and forever." So what I'm really getting from Spirit here, for some of you Geminis, it looks like you're going to have what you feel is a loss in love in the month of January of 2020. Okay, you're going to go through a period of feeling heartbroken. You're going to go through a period of feeling sad, and you're going to be able to actually work through these emotions as Spirit is saying. And what's really clear here, what Spirit is saying, is that it's really not about the loss or the heartbreak or whatever it is that you're going through. It's about learning to cope with it, okay? It's about going through this pain. It's about going through this heartbreak. It's about processing it, okay? And it's about just feeling. Okay, so Spirit is really saying that Geminis in January are going to be in their feelings. Okay, you guys are really going to be emotional, but at the end of the day, you have to realize that love heals all, and you have to realize that these cycles are happening for a reason. Okay, so you may feel like you're at a loss in this moment or at this in January, but it's not an actual loss because you're still alive, you're still well, things are still moving. It's just your perception at the time and you needing to work through these feelings, which is called Upon You by Spirit. Okay, so then let's read the second card. It says, "Dear, dear you, it might be hard to believe you'll ever get to where you want to go. Feel the way you want to feel and find peace and security, but you can. There's a lot to celebrate in this life, but first you need to let go of this attachment to achieving certain results. It is easy to get caught in the endless loop of wanting this or that so you can feel safe. The only way out is to surrender to the attachment. Surrender the attachment. Empty yourself so you can be filled with something new. The compulsion will be lifted and peace will come. Trust that something better waits, that something new will open up, and you will see new opportunities for fulfillment. The truth is, whenever you get into the loop, what you are really looking for is Spirit. That connection is where the power, the peace, and the purpose lies. Everything else follows after that. give yourself a hug. We've got you. Loving you so much. Okay, so now Spirit is saying, once again, you're going to feel like you're at a loss. You're going to feel like things aren't going the way you want them to go in the month of January 2020, Geminis. And Spirit is saying that it's okay. You got to let go, okay? And that's why it's going to be important for you guys to work through these emotions, because once you work through them, you actually let go, you release, and then you allow space for this new energy to come in, okay? You allow space for this peace to come in, the security that you're looking for to come in. But you have to let go of that attachment. So it looks like some of you are going to be going through some breakups, or you may be ending something that's been going on consistently. Maybe you're already going through a divorce, or maybe you thought you were starting something new up good and it's not necessarily going the way you expected. Either way, whatever it is, Spirit is saying it's okay to let go and kind of just move forward, okay? Feel the feelings, work through them. Spirit has got your back. The universe has got your back, okay? And it's going to take you out of, like that card said, the endless loop of wanting. It's going to give you that freedom and that carefree energy to attract the true love that you desire, okay, and deserve. So, Spirit, what else do we have for Gemini for the month of January 2020? Oh. What else do we have for Gemini for the month of January 2020? Okay, Gemini. So it looks like you are going to be having a lot of growth, okay? And this is going to come from this heartbreak that you're feeling, this feeling of loss, this feeling of sadness, okay? And what this is going to bring to the table is spiritual growth, spiritual involvement, spiritual maturity, okay? I love this card. As you can see, it's a path, a very long, steep path to spiritual maturity, but Spirit has got your back and you have what it takes to get to this high point here, okay? And so you Geminis are really going to be working through your emotions. You're really going to be growing. You're really going to be learning. You're really going to be letting go of what's old and allowing what's new to come in. And with this comes in a great amount of self-respect, okay? It looks like a few of the Zodiacs are going to be going through this and learning this lesson to self-respect in January of 2020. I love it. So as you can see, this one itself is also a path, which is a path less, not as long as the spiritual maturity path, but it's definitely a necessary path. As you can see, this light is shining. It's an illuminated path. It's an enlightened path. It's something that needs to happen, okay? And when you let go of all these worries and these fears, and you realize that all of this really has no effect on you because you yourself are whole, you're going to gain this new sense of self-respect that comes with this deep spiritual maturity, okay? Then, last from our true love reading deck, we got the sexuality card, okay? So it looks like a lot of you Geminis are going to be exploring your sexuality in the month of January, okay? So you may be having some good times. You may be trying something new. You may just be exploring what it is that you like and don't like. It's not really a bad thing. I think that's probably a way to kind of make the month a little bit more lighthearted, okay? Not so serious, not so much about growth, but more just about enjoying yourself some. So I love that energy. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of enjoyment for our Geminis for January of 2020. Spirit, what else do we have for Gemini for January of 2020? Love it. So, Spirit is clearly talking about our feelings again, okay, here. So we got sentimental feelings. Gemini, and once again, It's just clarifying what we discussed earlier. Working through your feelings is going to be the only way to evolve in January of 2020, and you're going to be doing it, okay? You're going to be working through your feelings and getting to this point of spiritual maturity, okay? You're going to allow yourself to feel, okay? You're going to know that it's okay that things aren't going exactly the way you wanted, and you're going to know that everything is going to flow. It's a cycle. Everything is going to be fine. You're going to work through these feelings and gain a lot of self-respect. And so that's where we also got the be true to you, okay? And so this card is really about you doing what makes you happy, you learning and growing, you having your own back, which is the most important, because if you don't have your back, who else in the world will, okay? So Spirit is really saying that you're going to spend this time being true to yourself and gaining this. That goes hand in hand with this self-respect card. It's really about working through these feelings and starting this new program here. We got the new exercise program, which is just about doing something new, starting something new, being this new person. And what you guys are working through that is new is working through your feelings, okay? Accepting these feelings, knowing that they suck. Yes, they do, but it's going to be okay, because that's what helps you on your road to spiritual maturity. So, Spirit, what else do we have for Gemini for the month of January of 2020? Okay, so first of all, we got here prosperity lies ahead. So prosperous times are headed your way, okay? It's just a matter of getting through this spiritual maturity, this growth, okay? It's just a matter of knowing that you deserve it. It's just a matter of working through all these feelings that you're going to be working through in the month of January, okay? And we also got don't let the past hold you back, okay? So this card is clearly saying don't let things that past experiences that got you in your feelings, okay? Don't let this hold you back from new experiences, okay? And that's why it's going to be critical for you guys to work through these feelings in January so that you can just let go of the past, okay? You're not going to be able to let go if you don't work through it, like Spirit said. So you're really going to be working through it. You're going to be getting rid of a lot of past pain, a lot of past hurt, and you're going to get to a point where there's powerful changes, okay? So we got the expect powerful changes card. So your life's basically going to do a complete 180, but it's really after you work through all of these feelings. It has definitely been a pleasure. I wish you guys the best January, and until the next time.